A very good evening to you and welcome to the news on Niger Delta Television. I am Ibimesi Apa. Thanks for joining us. On the highlights, Honorable Erasmus Patrick urges Bayelsans to keep faith with Governor Doye Diri's assured prosperity agenda. Monday, Okpebholo of All Progressives Congress emerges winner of Edo gubernatorial election. Plus, former U.S. President Donald Trump vows not to contest again if he loses forthcoming election. Now the news in details. Special Advisor to the Governor on Ijaw National Affairs, Honorable Erasmus Patrick, has called on Bayelsans to key into the assured prosperity agenda of Governor Doye Diri. He stated this during a 1-hour live discussion current affairs program, Insight, on NDTV. Correspondent Warso Simon completes the report.
Ijaw Nation is known as the fourth largest nation in the country, and its unity and coexistence is paramount to the assured prosperity government led by Governor Doye Diri. This was the remark of the Special Advisor on Ijaw National Affairs, Honorable Patrick Erasmus, who called on Bayelsans and Ijaw Nation to key into the policies and programs of the government.
For the Ijaw Nation, we have a father figure here who caters for everybody, all Ijaw people everywhere. So please let us have confidence in this government that is our own. It's our own. And then give support the best way we can.
Featuring as a guest on Niger Delta Television current affairs program, Insight, Honorable Erasmus also commended the governor for his infrastructural development in the state.
Again, that I will not disappoint him.
All right.
I will do my utmost best to project this government. And I know, I'm sure, I'm convinced that assured prosperity is very certain. It's assured. And we'll be there. That by the time his regime ends, Bayelsans will look back and say, indeed, there was a time that we had a governor who meant well and did everything humanly possible.
Especially the roads.
To project our people. Look at the 3 senatorial roads. I mean, look at, and yet people keep talking, running their mouth that is not, well, we leave them to God. Okay, but I know, and the world also sees that he is doing his modest transformation here. Modest. And he does it without noise. Look at the Tombia roundabout. Before this time, it was no-go area. No-go area. You dare not go there at night by 7 o'clock. But now, people move freely. Bayelsa is one of the safest, most peaceful states in this country. I keep telling people, you sleep with your 2 eyes closed. You sleep with your 2 eyes closed. A lot have gone into it. And I wish, I pray he continues, and he will. He's a man who is few of words, but action-packed. I know God will lead him to end well.
He used the medium to thank the governor for the empowerment of sons and daughters of Ijaw Nation through recent appointment into his government.
I want to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency, distinguished Senator Doye Diri, for giving me the rare privilege to serve Ijaw people, and Bayelsa State in particular. Once again, that I will not disappoint him.
All right.
I will do my utmost best to project this government. And I know, I'm sure, I'm convinced that assured prosperity is very certain. It's assured. And we'll be there. That by the time his regime ends, Bayelsans will look back and say, indeed, there was a time that we had a governor who meant well and did everything humanly.
Wariso Simon reporting for NDTV News.
Monday, Okpebholo, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC, has emerged victorious in the Edo State governorship election held on Saturday. According to the results from 18 local government areas announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Okpebholo secured a total of 291,000 667 votes, while his closest rival, Asue Ighodalo of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, accumulated 247,655 votes. Olumide Akpata, representing the Labour Party, LP, finished third with a total of 22,763 votes. With this result, Okpebholo has been declared the official winner of the election. Residents of Yenagoa have appealed to the prosperity government of His Excellency Senator Doye Diri to prioritize agriculture in order to reduce the sufferings of Bayelsans in the midst of current economic challenges in the country. They made the appeal in an interview with NDTV News in Yenagoa. Correspondent Gift Khalil has more.
Reacting to the current inflation that is biting hard on everyone, Mr. Lawal lamented that survival is now a serious challenge, that even the yet to be implemented 70,000 naira minimum wage would not be able to cushion. He therefore called on the state government to invest more in ventures such as agriculture, power, and pipe bomb water in order to increase internally generated revenue rather than road infrastructure.
By the time you calculate how much you are spending as a civil servant for transportation from your office to your house and your house to your office, and you deduct it from your salary, at the end of the day you don't have anything. Meanwhile, you have other expenses to make, like school fees. You need to buy things for the family to eat. You even need to take care of groceries and other things, even clothing of your children. You need to pay your house rent. I think the government should ensure that we have system that work, institutions that work. It is not necessarily increasing the salary.
Also, Mr. Tonye Yemolea and Josiah Osomoze, who acknowledged the hardship created by what they term wrong government policies, commended Governor Doye Diri for considering the plight of workers and reducing their working days from 5 to 3. However, they appealed to him to do more by providing more civil servants welfare buses as well as low-cost houses in order to ensure productivity from the workforce.
So in that regard, the High Cost make it very, very challenging for civil servants to access their duty post on work days because of the high cost of transportation. Sometimes where you normally pay, let's say 400 to and fro, now you are paying even 800, 1,000 naira.
We want to appeal to governments at the state level to see how they can put up more quarters for civil servants, low-cost housing units for civil servants.
Gift Khalil, NDTV News.
Electricity customers may need to brace up for a possible tariff increase following the rise in the electricity tariff. The electricity subsidy to be paid by the federal government rose to 181 billion naira in September from 102 billion naira, 300 million in May. To ensure liquidity in the sector, the government stopped paying subsidies for Band A customers who enjoy a minimum of 20 hours of electricity daily, raising their tariff to 225 naira per kilowatt hour. The decision has generated outcries among Nigerians, including labor unions, education and health institutions, whose electricity bills tripled following the removal of the subsidy. On the entertainment scene, Nigerian comedian Bovi Uboma has recently shared his thoughts on what a successful marriage entails, emphasizing the role of luck. For details of these and other entertainment stories, let's join Oguntunde Rebecca.
Comedian Bovi Uboma recently shared his thought on a successful marriage, emphasizing the role of luck. In an interview with Vijay Adams, he noted that maintaining a light-hearted approach helps him navigate challenges. He believes that no marriage is perfect and that true happiness comes from accepting each other's imperfections. Bovi also stressed the importance of taking life one day at a time while expressing gratitude for his relationship with Chris Asimoye Ugboma, whom he married in 2009. Last year, the couple captured attention with a unique vow renewal ceremony on a beach that went viral, earning them the nickname Mr. and Mrs. Marinas. Nigerian writer and author Chimamanda Adichie had shared a widely recognized name was not given to her at birth. Originally named Ngozi Grace Adichie, said she crafted the name Chimamanda to reflect her unique identity and cultural heritage. In a conversation with TV host Ebuka Obi Uchendu, Adichie explained that she first used the name Amanda during her teenage years, noting that after moving to the United States, she felt the need for a name that connected more with her Igbo roots, combining Amanda with the Igbo prefix Chimam. According to her, the decision was made just before the release of her debut novel, as she wanted a name that truly represented her. Alongside this, Adichie discussed her childhood favorite Nigerian artist and her views on the Nigerian creative scene. American rapper Sean Diddy Combs has been placed on suicide watch as he awaits his trial. Following his recent arrest on multiple charges, he had been denied bail twice in 1 week and is awaiting time in court next week. After being arrested by law enforcement on Monday, September 16, 2024, Diddy was charged with sex trafficking, kidnapping, and racketeering. Diddy's teams of lawyers had filed an offer of $50 million for his bail with the federal court, and according to documents, Diddy offered his mansion on Miami Star Island, worth $48 million at collateral, alongside his mother's Miami apartment, to cover the remaining $2 million. However, the court denied his bid for bond as he was deemed a flight risk. Diddy's team also pleaded for a house arrest with the condition of no female visitors, which was denied by the judge as well. It is worthy of note that if the rapper is convicted on all 3 counts, he and his record producer could face a sentence of 15 years up to life in prison. I am Rebecca Ogutunde, reporting from NDTV Entertainment News.
Now to sports news. Heavyweight boxer Daniel Dubois has recorded the biggest victory of his career with a surprise 5th-round knockout of fellow British contender Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. For details of these reports and other sports stories, let's join Ayemi Miene.
In their all-British heavyweight title match, Daniel Dubois stunned Anthony Joshua in the 5th round to end the biggest victory of his career. Beginning on the front foot, Daniel Dubois occupied the middle of the ring before throwing down an early barrage that caused Joshua to crouch, retreat, and land a punch that forced Joshua to the ground. Joshua saw some respite in the 2nd round, but in the 3rd and 4th rounds, Dubois came on strong and forced Joshua to the canvas. In the 5th round, Dubois delivered the knockout blow, completely crushing Joshua with a powerful right hand that prevented Joshua from getting up to stop the count. The crowd of 96,000 people packed into Wembley Stadium saw a classic as Dubois repeatedly floored Joshua. He was aiming to win the heavyweight title 3 times in his fight against Daniel Dubois. Anthony Joshua immediately ruled out retirement following his heartbreaking 5-round loss to Daniel Dubois. However, his options for the future are still unclear as his team works to understand what went wrong. On Sunday at the Etihad Stadium, Man City hosted title contenders Arsenal, 2 teams who have been competing since the start of last season, going toe-to-toe, with City edging Arsenal to the title at the end. City started the game really sharp, pressuring Arsenal to set up an early defensive low block. It paid off in the 9th minute when Savinho set up Haaland, who has been in very fine form this season, for City's opener. It looked like City were going to run all over Arsenal, but that was not to be the case as new signing Ricardo Calafiori scored a beauty from outside the box, making it 1-1. With the equalizer, Arsenal started to grow in confidence and got a corner in the 45th minute, which Saka took and was bullishly headed in by Arsenal centre-back Gabriel. However, in added time of the first half, Leandro Trossard was sent off for Arsenal by referee Michael Oliver in what has since sparked a debate. Arsenal spent the entire second half trying to protect their lead against the best attacking side in the league, but capitulated in the final moments of the game when John Stones got City's equalizer. It ended 2-2 apiece, but a lot of questions have been raised about the inconsistencies in officiating. I am Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
Now away from Nigeria, Patrick Museveni, the son of Uganda's current long-time president, Yoweri Museveni announced on Saturday that he was no more interested in pursuing the presidency in the upcoming 2026 election. He announced this in a post on his X handle, saying that he would not be in the ballot paper in 2026 and that he would rather support his father in his re-election bid. Who has held office as president over 38 years, is anticipated to seek re-election, though he has not officially declared his candidacy. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has said he will not run for election again in 2028 if he is defeated in November's U.S. presidential poll. Trump, 78, has been the Republican candidate for 3 national elections in a row and has reshaped the party greatly over the last 8 years. Trump's acknowledgement of a possible loss may reflect how the Democratic Party's prospects have changed since Kamala Harris became its nominee following President Joe Biden's decision to quit the race. To end the news, a recap of our major stories. Special Advisor of the Governor on Ijaw National Affairs, Honorable Erasmus Patrick, has called on Bayelsans to key into the assured prosperity agenda of Governor Doye Diri. We also brought you a report that Monday Okpebolo, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress ABC, has emerged victorious in the Edo State governorship election held on Saturday. And finally, former U.S. President Donald Trump has said he will not run for election again in 2028 if he is defeated in November's U.S. presidential poll. And that's it all on the news tonight. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Ebi Messia Apa. Good night.